What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on my 77 f100. We will be replacing the brake master cylinder. When I purchased this vehicle, I noticed that the brake master cylinder wasn't the right one. But what I didn't know, it was that the brake master cylinder was leaking. So I decided to replace the whole thing. Here's the new brake master cylinder that I bought from Brock Auto. And this is the OEM brake master cylinder. Now that we have installed the brake master cylinder into the brake booster, we proceed to install the brake lines into the new brake master cylinder. But first, we have to bleed out the new master cylinder. First, we fill up the whole system with new brake fluid. Then we installed the plastic caps that came in with the brake master cylinder. We make sure that it's not leaking from the plastic caps to proceed with the bleeding. You could do this procedure on a bench or in the truck, but this is a two-person method. And now that we see that no bubbles are coming up from the front line, we proceed to install the brake line into the master cylinder. We have to make sure that no brake fluid is leaking out of the brake master cylinder. Then we proceed to bleed out the rear lines of the brake master cylinder. And now we proceed to install the brake line. And as you can see here, the brake line is leaking fluid all over the place. And the reason why, it's because of these fittings that someone hacked into those lines to make the old brake master cylinder fit into this truck. But as you can see here, the brake line is all bent up and I can't get the fluid from coming up. At this point, I was afraid that the brake line may break or cause a bigger leak. And that is when my worst nightmare came through. I tried to tighten those fittings just a bit more each time, and then this happened. It just broke off. So now I have to replace the line and the fittings to repair the brake system on this truck. This little piece that I have in my hand, it's the one that broke off from the old line. And now that we have replaced the old fitting on the old line, let's see if we can repair this brake system. It took me a couple of days to find the right fitting on the right brake line, so I decided to bleed the system one more time. We are removing the plastic cap that came in with the brake master cylinder to install a new plastic fitting for a vacuum pump. Now that we have installed the clear line, we could see all the bubbles coming up from the brake master cylinder. It took me a while to take all the air bubbles from the brake master cylinder, but I finally got it. And now we proceed to reinstall the brake line. We make sure that we don't have any leaks like we did last time. This is the next day when I was going to bleed the brake system, and when I came up, I see this, a flat tire. And now that it's taken care of, we will be using this brand new pair of jack stands from Daytona. These jack stands are rated for 6 tons. And they have this extra locking pin for safety. I will be making a separate video on these jack stands if you're interested on getting one for your shop or for your home. Most of these tools I got them from Harbor Freight, and this Daytona line of products work great. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Harbor Freight or Rock Auto, but I don't mind to share with my viewers where I get my parts and my tools. We now proceed to bleed out the brake calipers. And then I find out that this rotor is damaged. It's all warped from the inside, and the calipers don't look that good. And now we run up into a dead end. Check out this caliper. They broke off the bleeder. And if the bleeder is broke and all rusted, it's because it's over tight. So I guess I'll be replacing the brake calipers with the brake lines and rotors, but that will be on a separate video. Check out the brake lines. They are all stiff and brittle, so there's no sense on keeping any of this. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.